again, Butch Bartolome, the business mentor. At every Sunday ho, talagang meron tayong mga surprises. Sabi na nga natin life is full of surprises, no? But alam mo, this Sunday, meron tayong interview. Alam nyo ba, itong entrepreneur na ito ay isang basketballista? At siya ay nag-basketball sa bawat magkalabang kampo. Ha? Di ba yung mga eskwelang magkalaban? Okay, imagine mo, grade school, high school, naglaro siya dito sa isang eskwelang ito, doon sa Katipunan, at nung college, naglaro naman siya doon sa Taft Avenue, no? At naging ilang championship. At again, alam nyo ba, siya ay tinawag ng Pure Foods. Ayan, ha? But paano na nga ba siya naging entrepreneur? Okay? So, wag na tayo patumpik-tumpik pa at shoot na natin to 3 points, no? So, kilalanin natin si BJ Manalo. Yan po ay yung mga nakakakilala sa Ateneo at sa Lasal at sa PBA. BJ, kamusta? Good afternoon to you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Salamat po for allowing me to be part of this wonderful program. And you have been I know you have been a mentor to many, and including myself. No? So from AFI and now dito po sa PCC.
So yes, BJ, ano ba height mo at naging basketballista ka at grade school, high school at naging college star ka? Ano ba ang position mo sa basketball, BJ?
Sir, actually, I was raised by a professional coach. My grandfather was the head coach of Mapua Cardinals, so way back. So panahon po nila Alvin Patrimonio. So maaga po talaga naging exposure ko sa basketball. And then I'm 6 feet currently.
Wow.
Kaya rin po hindi ho ganong kataasan pagdating po siguro sa construction business po, medyo matangkad po ako, pero sa basketball ako po ay hamak na 6-footer lang. Kaya ang position ko po, sir, ay guard.
Okay, so yan. 6-footer na, ha? But meron naman tayong basketballistang maliit din, di ba? Sino ba yung medyo...
Yes.
Oo, tumanda na siya, no? Medyo nawala na nga ata, ay rest in peace, no? But again...
Johnny Abarrientos po, siguro po.
Oo, at may nakilala rin akong taga-PBA sa Ormoc, no? PBA, siya isang counselor na sa Ormoc City. Ang tangkad din, no? Paano nga ba kayo tumangkad? Yan ba yung genetics talaga? Marami kasi nagtatanong na, paano ba tumatangkad itong mga basketballistang ito? Ikaw ba, nasa diet nyo na yan mula nung bata ka, BJ?
Actually, sir, ako nga akong pinakamatangkad sa angkan namin. So, hindi rin ho kami ganun kalakihan. But ako po yung naging pinakamatangkad. So, ako po ang nagkaroon opportunity to play.
Okay. And how does it feel to be part of the two opposing camps? Yung bang medyo, siguro na naglaro ka sa Ateneo, okay ka, no? But that's high school, di ba? High school,
yes,
di ba?
Sir.
But nung lumipat, nung nag-college ka naman sa Lasal, nakalaban mo rin ba ang Ateneo?
Yes, sir. Definitely. It was a difficult transition. One of the hardest decisions that I had to make. But pagdating naman po I learned a lot from my Ateneo years. I spent 12 years foundational. But when I went to Lasal po, that's where I met my wife, learned many things about life, and prepared me rin po dito sa ginagawa ko po currently.
Correct. So anyway,
it was a privilege to be to have enrolled sa dalawang magagandang eskwelahan.
Okay. So anyway, let's go to being an entrepreneur. Ito ba, BJ, ay ano ba itong, alam mo, tama-tama yung negosyo mo, mukhang napatunayan ata yung negosyo mo ng mga nakaraang linggo. Ano? Si Typhoon Karina, mukhang nag-testing ata sa mga ginawa mo. Ano ba yung negosyo mo? Waterproofing. O, kwento mo nga sa akin, ano ba yung waterproofing na yan?
Opo, when I was growing up, sir, I was raised by our family business is general construction. So until now, we have that family business. But this is separate. But definitely, my mentors dito po sa industry. I remember not being allowed to I remember na being part of the payroll. Ibig sabihin, nagpe-prepare ng payroll sa site. I was part of the site visits ng aking ng magulang ko na pagpupunta. Naalala ko, nakasama ko sa mga meetings with architects, with clients. So I really saw firsthand paano rin po kami binuhay ng magulang ko na mga negosyante rin po, and of course specifically nasa construction. Hindi lang po ako naging engineer. My course in college was really basketball. It took much of my time, and so I finished a business degree kasi medyo yun po talagang inclination ko. And so that helped me start this business 8 years ago. The waterproofing business started 8 years ago, but I had a few endeavors din po sa construction.
So well, very very specific yung ginagawa niyo, waterproofing.
Yes, sir.
Ito ba ay I'm sure it's very very important to a lot of businesses, right? I mean, for example, if you own a building, yan ba ay talagang tested, or how do you test the waterproofing of the building?
Majority, sir, of our projects we are subcontractors of developers, general contractors, AAA, quadruple A. Diyan po sila po talagang major clients namin, but definitely when we turn over our projects, nagkakaroon po talaga kami ng tinatawag naming flood testing, wherein before we turn over, we hand in our certificate. Fina-flood testing po namin yan for at least 48 hours, sir.
Oh, so ibig sabihin nun, BJ?
Some 72, some critical projects po, even more.
So, ibig sabihin nun, bawat flooring, for example, tinitest nyo, no, na walang magle-leak sa baba, di ba? I mean, like a building or a lessee will be affected, di ba? Ganun ba yun?
Yes, sir.
Oo. So basically, paano mo natutunan tong technology to, BJ?
I started po with a few businesses outside construction. Definitely, sir, a retired basketball player will find its way in the sports industry. I had a few businesses po sa sports, basketball camps, giving team buildings. Definitely, sir, siyempre yan po ang aming alam, no? And meron po akong sports agency wherein we are bringing in some NBA players papunta po dito sa PBA. But the construction business started when years ago, sir, when I'm not sure if you remember, sa AFI po, I was really representing our CCTV and security business.
Yes.
And that started it. I was servicing a general contractor, and mukhang nagustuhan niya po kami. Sabi niya, BJ, ano pa bang ginagawa mo? So sabi ko, sir, the entrepreneur in me. Sabi ko, sir, ano ho bang kailangan niyo? So sabi niya, waterproofing, meron ka ba? Sabi ko, kaya ho, sir. So siyempre, sir, umuuho ako doon sa general contractor ko pong kliyente. Pagsakay ko sa sasakyan, napakamot ako sa ulo. Sabi ko, ano ba itong pinasok ko? And and alam niyo naman po, having lots of children, I have 5. I just go to I just find opportunity, sir, for my own championship team, like how we did it sa sports. And then ito na po, this is our bread and butter. Ito pong waterproofing.
Maganda yung tanong mo. Maganda yung tinanong mo, di ba? Tinanong ka ng isang entrepreneur, BJ, ano ba ang servisyo mo? Pero hindi mo in-enumerate, no? Hindi mo nilista yung mga kaya mo. Pero ang tinanong mo, ano ba ang gusto nyo? Di ba?
Yes,
kumbaga, maganda yung tanong mo, binalik mo yung tanong mo eh. In other words, talagang ginamit mo yung pagka-basketballista mo eh, no? In other words, kinurba mo yung bola, di ba? Hindi mo tinapon lang kung ano yung bola dapat, di ba? So, that gave you an idea. So, nagkaroon ka ng challenge ngayon to research on waterproofing. Ganun ba yun?
Yes, sir. I had to study. Definitely my background, our family dito po sa aming family business helped. I had to research. That time po, sir, I had this CCTV business going on. So meron ho akong idea no paano ho makitungo sa construction industry. And the first major decision po was really to to hire teammate number 1, isa sa pinaka veterano po sa industry, and from there we recruited po as the projects group.
Okay, so how did you now, siguro maganda ito, BJ, paano mo napalaki ang negosyo mong waterproofing? Yan na, paano ka nakilala na ngayon sa industriya?
Siyempre, sir, we are still I still consider ourselves a small player. In fact, our waterproofing business, sir, is just 8 years. But siguro po, no, we are slowly being trusted by the big developers, the major players in the construction industry. It's really, sir, yung malasakit. Naniniwala po kami. I always share to our people that we should love our clients first, and then money will follow. Sometimes, sir, we just find people na kailangan lang po ng serbisyo namin. We definitely have our big brothers o yung mga matatagal na pong players sa industriya. I also approach them. We learn from each other. I'm part of business o construction groups na nakikita ko po yung mga kuya ko sa waterproofing.
Okay. And so again, anong klaseng mga services aside sa waterproofing ba? Ito building lang ba, or is it also like, commercial buildings, or is it also condominiums now? Kasi marami tayong construction ngayon, di ba, BJ? Left and right, no? Provincial and as well as in Metro Manila. So paano mo ngayon fino-focus ang negosyo mo ngayon? I'm sure you're so busy, di ba?
Definitely, sir. The rains help us in marketing our services. It's also a great reminder for the people kagano po ka-importante ang waterproofing, but majority po of our clients are into the commercial into the industrial and commercial. But we also do residential. Napakahalaga po talaga, sir, na we are also servicing all kinds, kasi these also lead us to other clients. Mas marami po sa kliyente namin referrals. So, ito, masubukan lang ho nila kami sa maliit na portion, and then it generates to other projects. Buildings, swimming, underground tank, sir. So hindi lang po structures na pataas, pati rin po structures na pababa na kailangan po ng waterproofing. Basement parkings. So ayan po.
For example, BJ, kagaya no, let's go to the recent calamity, the disaster that we had.
Yes, sir.
How would you suggest now to for example, yung mga building owners na yung outside nila tinamaan ng knee deep, no, baha? Siguro I'm sure meron ka ng mga case study ganyan, no? Ano ba ang pwedeng gawin, like existing building na ito, and I would call in Castly as the waterproof specialist. Anong mga magagawa mong solution doon, BJ?
Opo, definitely, sir. If the building is not new, definitely, sir, we have to treat the cracks. Napakahalaga po talaga muna na ma-repair po muna ang mga cracks bago po talaga mag-apply ng nararapat na waterproofing. So we look for the cracks, we treat them, and then we apply, or we have a method, no, for specific areas, iba-iba pong areas, iba-iba pong types ng waterproofing. So that's where the experience of our team comes in. We really specific methodology and put a specific material on specific areas. So hindi po pwedeng one size fits all dito po sa waterproofing.
So
definitely sir, hindi po rin pwede pabayaan ang crack, hindi rin po pwede pabayaan ng tulo kasi sir, siyempre water can be a blessing but also water can also be a damaging factor sa pagdating sa pag-maintain po ng mga structures.
So katulong mo talaga dito ang nagbebenta ng iyong negosyo ay yung mga ulan, di ba? Yung mga baha. Kumbaga ayaw naman natin sabihin disaster, kumikita si BJ. Ang ano diyan is prevention, di ba? Yung importante yung prevention, no? Rather than kasi may investment yan, no? Like for example, building a residence is also an investment, no? And you don't want the investment to fly away, right? And there must be a solution. Like ang ginagawa mo ngayon, BJ, you're providing solution right now to owners and as well as residential owners, right?
Opo, we consider sir waterproofing as an investment. Hindi po ito luxury, no? This is really basic part of construction. Waterproofing, if not done professionally, sir, can really damage your property up to 90%. But definitely, sir, the cost of waterproofing is only 1% of total construction cost. And so pag napabayaan po itong waterproofing, nagtipid po kayo dun sa 1%, it can damage sir your building, your property as high as 90%. So,
wow, malaki yun. Medyo the 1% pinabayaan mo, nagkaroon ka ng 90% damage, hindi ba? Yun ang so anong guarantee ngayon na example, how long is this waterproofing ba? Kasi I'm sure maraming nanonood sa atin ngayon, BJ, and sabihin niya, nako, baka naman mahal yan o kaya ganong katagal kaya yan?
Opo, definitely sir, we only use the materials, the proven materials. Hindi po kami pwedeng gumamit ng mga nabibila lamang po sa pangkaraniwan na hardware. We're really a professional, we are professional waterproofers, and that is why sir our materials are also for professionals. We give at minimum sir is really 5 years, but some projects require more, but ito po talaga ang guarantee. Definitely sir, there are some factors na hindi po natin talaga mag-guarantee sir, like earthquakes, flooding, but napakahalaga po talaga na mabigyan po namin ang aming mga kliyente ng peace of mind.
Yes, that's true. I think basically peace of mind, di ba? Yan ang kagaya ng pinasok mo, no? Bilib ako dito kay BJ, mga kaibigan, ha. Pinasok niya yung early time ng CCTV. Na the time na CCTV ay hindi pa talagang in demand, right? And you're one of the specialists on CCTV, right? So marami ka ring bihira akong makita ito si BJ kasi dami niyang installation left and right, no? So you seem to see something like of a sunrise industry, no, ahead of your time, di ba? Para bang ano ba na forecast mo yan sa mga construction? Ano pang what is another business that you can think of, BJ?
Definitely, sir. Talking to a lot of people, like you, sir. You are a teacher to many of us. I'm also a student. With my discussions with other business people, group, renewable energy will be big, no, in the coming years. I just had a meeting with an owner po ng solar company just this morning. So definitely renewable energy like solar, magiging malaki po ito, no? Hindi na po ito pwedeng hindi kasama pagdating po sa construction katulad po dati ng CCTV. I remember sir, I was offering our CCTV to the restaurant owners. Diba?
Yes.
Kaya po tayo magkakasama sa AFI. But siyempre po, ang renewable energy like solar, it's a luxury na for some companies or some structures. Pero pagdating po, maybe 5-10 years down the road, sir, this will be a necessity specifically po sa pagtaas po talaga ng bill sa kuryente.
Yes, true. Well, I saw that. No, I was a firm believer. I have my office and residence with solar, and at the time when people were laughing at me, my neighbors were laughing at me and say, ba't ka naglalagay ng solar? No, I mean, ano yan? Bakit? Eh, sabi ko, mamahal ang kuryente. Hindi naman mura naman di ba? Doable naman, di ba? Yes. Pero who's talking now? Well, it's an investment, yes, I would always say, but nakabawi no? Kumbaga, you put your ideas ahead of time, and like now, sabi mo nga ngayon, really, it's coming into play, no? Renewable energy. Kasi we are seeing right now, ang daming solar farms, di ba? I'm sure marami ka nakita solar farms in the north. Dun sa saan ba ako nagbiyahe noon, Mindoro. Wow, ang lalaki, no? Hektarya-hektarya ang solar farms, no? So it's really one business na dapat nating, we have to focus on that, no? Kasi it's not here to stay. Mga fossil, yung ating yung mga turbines, di ba? Yung mga fuel, di ba? So yeah. So are you looking at venturing also into solar now, siguro?
Siguro, sir, I'm already 43. Dumating din po ako siguro sa time din po na maybe at 40 I have to focus, but definitely with regards to investments, but siguro baka hindi na po ako directly involved. Anything about renewable energy, solar, it's something to think about, sir.
Yeah, right. So para bang si BJ ngayon ay looking on the playing field, and kasi malaki pa rin yung waterproofing, di ba? Hindi naman matatapos ang waterproofing Hindi na uubos, di ba? Sa even competition, like for example, ano ba nakita mo nun sa CCTV? How was the competition building up noon when you were starting that at that earlier times?
Opo, sir. Maybe 15 years ago, it was new, di ba? Ano po securing something that's your house, your business, bago po yun But ang nangyari ho talaga, everyone medyo na po, no? Kahit na sino pwede na marunong na magkabit, and that is why
totoo yun.
Slowly it died down. The opportunities became less and less unless malaki ho talaga kayo. But dito po sa waterproofing, this is something that I feel we have mastered throughout the years. So I think po this is something din po na pwede rin po talagang kumbaga pwede hong pag-investa ng oras pa in the near future. Hirap din po, sir, kasi I have 5 children, some responsibilities din po sa aming church. So, mahirap din po talagang maraming involvement. But definitely, sir, the entrepreneur in me is all, dumatakbo ito. Miski habang natutulog. So,
correct. Oo. So, what is really important is actually the way you manage your time, di ba, BJ? You're not really just an entrepreneur, but also you're trying to balance your responsibilities of family, your involvement in your church at the same time, your quality of life, di ba? I mean, hindi naman kumbaga sa basketball, you have to maintain your conditioning, di ba? Yung mga ganyan, right?
Opo. Totoo.
Oo. So, siguro maganda dito, BJ, no? Like for example, ang dami natin mga kaibigan, no, na nanonood dyan na medyo nagko-crossroad din, hindi lang alam kung anong gagawin. Ano ba mapapayo mo? Like for example, kunyari, mga fellow basketballista na mga bata, no? Mga bata siguro, ang lalakas niya, malalaki pa, matatangkad na, no? But what is the future that you can probably advise coming from a professional basketball player to becoming an entrepreneur, transitioning? Ano mga mapapayo mo ba dyan? mga 3-point shooter mo dyan na advice?
Opo, there's no such thing as an overnight success, sir. Definitely, because of my exposure early on sa buhay ko po, hard work was drilled to me every single day. Natutunan ko po that waking up early, giving your best every single day, practice man po yan, game man po yan, pag-aaral man po yan, project man po yan. So, it's really putting your hand to the plow, wala pong shortcut. And definitely, you'll find your opportunities. Minsan nakita ko nga ho, itong generation po natin mahilig sa easy everything, but definitely in the business world, sir, and in life, nothing comes easy unless you're born very, very rich. But even money can really pwede hong maubos agad. But in business, in life, napakahalaga po talaga ng work. And of course, sir, syempre, as a Christian, sir, everything is, as I work hard, everything is entrusted to the Lord at the end of the day.
Amen. Yeah, right. In other words, because siguro this the new generation, there are a lot of digitalization, the social media, but the thing is, sabi mo nga, nothing comes easy, di ba? In other words, ikaw naman, di ka naging professional basketball na overnight sumali ka lang dahil 6-footer ka, okay ka na, hindi ba? I mean, siguro ang dami mo ring sabit siguro, ang dami mo ring napagalitan ka ng coach, no? Yung bang but again, no pain no gain, di ba, BJ? But you have to wake up, you have to stand up on failures, no? So yun, I think that's one of the things that we can give an advice to a lot of young people nowadays, especially graduates, no? Na kailangan magsumikap, kailangan identify what is actually their core. Kasi ngayon, very competitive, no? Very competitive.
Yes, sir.
Sabi mo nga, natutulog ka pero negosyo umaandar, di ba? Tsaka yung credibility, I think sa akin, madadagdag ko dyan yung credibility, no? Yung, kumbaga, pag sinabi mong sino si BJ Manalo, di ba? Yung credibility ba niyan AAA, di ba? Yun ang kailangan natin, di ba? Kahit ikaw, may negosyo ka. For example, you are faced with competition or bidding sa waterproofing. What really comes in very strong sa iyo, BJ? How do you really
Number one po, sir, siyempre, if we are siyempre, sir, nakakalaban ko po talaga mga big brothers ko sa industry, waterproofing companies that have been here since my father was young. It's always dependability, sir. Saying, being true to what you have said, letting your yes be yes, and diba, not over-promising. So ito po, these are the things. And definitely, sir, the experience. Kaya nga po, we really have to show our projects, ano pong mga natapos po namin, maybe a video or a testimony from our previous clients. Napakahalaga po nito, specifically for our new clients. But definitely, sir, it's really your dependability, your integrity, it's really at stake every single day. Yung binid niyo po na dependability and integrity for years, it can erode in minutes sa negosyo po natin. Alam niyo naman po yan.
Totoo yan. Then, tsaka, kagaya mo, hands-on ka di ba? At tsaka you're a coach to your people, di ba? I mean, you're not just somebody who sits behind your desk and manages from there, no?
Yes,
Hindi, it doesn't work that way. The way I see a lot of successful people like you're always on the road, on the field, on touch, no? You're not there on the ivory tower, sabi nga natin, no? And the way you keep on motivating your people, naku, yan ang importante yan, di ba? Para bang whenever you go to the field to work on a project, you're like a coach bringing your players, di ba? Ganun ba yun? Para bang nakikita ka nila.
Yes, sir. Definitely the sports background helped, but it's not enough learning, sir, growing. As tama po, sabi niyo, as the coach, sometimes also have to be the example, no? As a business owner, you have to be the example. Sometimes, sir, depende rin po sa level ng negosyo, hindi po kayo masyadong involved na sa daily details ng operations, but definitely they see you as the primary example, no, ng culture na binibuild niyo po sa loob ng company.
Correct. Yun. Company culture. Yun ang gusto ko. Yun ang tama yung sinabi mo, company culture. But siguro last thing, how does BJ maintain your physical conditioning now? Si BJ ba ay still somebody who plays off-court basketball? Of course, you're not that competitive anymore, no? But ikaw ba ay nagko-condition pa rin, no?
Definitely, sir, no? Age is something that it cannot be beaten. Nakakaramdam na po ako ng pagod at 2 p.m. Nahihirapan na rin po minsan gumising. But definitely, sir, I have to prepare myself not only for business but also as a father, as a husband, and even my responsibilities in church. So I have to prepare. I have to take care of myself, sir. No? But we cannot avoid. These things are out of our control. But the things that I can control, things that I eat, physical activity, sir. No? So definitely, I still have to be active. Not to be a professional athlete or even an Olympian, sir. No? But really, so I can really invest my energy throughout the day. Doon sa mga pinaka-importanting bagay po sa buhay ko, sir.
Mm-hmm. How does when you wake up in the morning, what do you first do? Siguro a lot of people are asking me also, ano ba mga typical habits ng mga successful people when they wake up? Ikaw, ano ang typical habit mo when you wake up?
Ako, sir, siguro maraming po salamat. Siguro hindi pa po ako kasama doon sa success.
Ay, kasama ka na doon. Kasama ka.
I'm still grinding every day. Definitely, sir, the night before, may plano na po ako before waking up. No? I always tell my children, our day starts the time we sleep. No? Ibig sabihin, kung ano oras po tayo natulog, nagsisimula na po yung oras ng araw natin the following day, because definitely the time you sleep affects your day the following day. So may plano na po ako. I have maybe 1 or 2 very important priorities. When I wake up, definitely, sir, as a Christian, I read my Bible, I pray, I entrust everything to the Lord, and then I give myself a few minutes, maybe an hour, to exercise, and then yun na po, no? Part of my work is being a husband, being a father to 5 children, and sometimes I'm regularly teaching po sa aming church, so kasama rin po yan sa aking trabaho, not only leading our business. So those things, top 3, yun po yung tatlong responsibilities ko po every single day na kailangan ko po talagang brasuhin.
Ang galing.
Definitely, trust the Lord.
Yeah. Well, at 43, life, sabi nga natin, life starts at 43, di ba? The counting starts at 40, di ba? Although marami nagsasabi, it should be 50. Bahala na kayo. Kung anong gusto nyo, how you start your life is, kagaya sabi mo, when you sleep, your life starts, di ba? Nagre-reset, no? Nagre-reset yung clock. Okay? It's how you plan your day, the night before, so that when you wake up, and again, with all the prayers that you have, the guidance is there, the energy is there. Di ba? Tama? Di ba? Yan ang nangyayari doon, no? So, kumbaga, hindi naman yung para bang you don't float like a water lily, you don't have any direction, di ba? So, yan ang mahirap sa buhay. Maiksi lang ang buhay natin, but we have to make a legacy. Di ba? Yan ang importante sa atin. So, again, BJ, maraming salamat. Again, grabe, ang dami nating natutunan dito. I'm sure kayo mga nanonood dyan, how can they get in touch with you, BJ? For example, may mga nagtatanong dyan, saan ba ito nakikita ito sila Cashley? Yan ba may Facebook page? Yan ba may LinkedIn or whatever? So, yan.
Opo, sir, ako po ang dapat magpasalamat sa inyo. In behalf of our company, we are grateful for people like you who have been around for entrepreneurs like us. Casly, may website po kami, caslywaterproofing.com. No, nandun na po yung aming mga contact details. Casly, C-A-S-L-I. Those are the initials po of my 5 children. Caslywaterproofing.com.
Okay. So initials pala yun. So sabi ko, ang ganda naman ng pangalan nito. Okay. So again, BJ, thank you very much. God be with you, and more power to your business, and keep waterproofing so that hindi naman tayo nababaha sa ating loob ng bahay o sa ating building, Minsan kasi yung building may nakita akong mall parang waterfalls sa loob no? So I mean, the damage has been there again. With the life, with the water, the environment that's changing, your business is definitely helpful, for prevention. Okay. So again, thank you very much. Again, on behalf of the Business Mentor Talks and Manila Times, again, more power to you guys. And again, yan po ang tignan nyo, basketballista, naging entrepreneur. Okay. So yan si BJ. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you po, sir.